talk about something real, raw, and relatable, and that's growth. So, growth is about all the lessons that come our way to teach us something, and sometimes that growth hurts. But the pain has a purpose, and I know because I've lived it. Some of you may know this, but my journey has not been easy. I became a mom when I was 15, and I had to figure out how to raise a child while juggling school and working full time. And there were so many moments I thought, there's no way I'm going to make it. And I remember the sleepless nights and the tears and the overwhelming weight of trying to be enough for my child while also trying to carve out a better future. I lived in Section 8 housing, and I struggled to keep food on the table, clothes on our backs, but I did it. And through it all, I knew that God had plans for me and that I would not be stuck in this situation forever. Through determination, faith, and grace, I finished school, worked my way up, and eventually earned my master's degree. I got married and had three other children. Today, I am sitting in a home that's over 3,500 square feet, which is a far cry from where I started. But I need you to know this: none of it was easy, and it's still not easy. None of what I have came without growth. Growth that stretched me, broke me, and made me let go of who I thought I was so God could show me who He created me to be. You probably know this already, but growth is not glamorous. It's a process of stretching, breaking, and letting go. And it comes at a cost. For me, it meant letting go of my comfort zone, facing my insecurities, and even reevaluating some relationships along the way. But the Bible tells us in James 1, verse 2 through 4, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Now, looking back, I can see how every trial was a step in God's plan. Every tear, every sleepless night, it was all a part of Him pruning and shaping me for what's next. Maybe you're in a season right now where you feel stretched to your limit and question why God is allowing you to go through this. I've been there. There were lessons I had to learn in my journey that at the time felt unbearable. But now I see that every struggle, every setback, and every sacrifice was God preparing me for the blessings He had in store. He was building my character, strengthening my faith, and equipping me for my purpose. But that pain, I know it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now, I'll be honest with you about something. Um, Starting this YouTube page and putting myself out here on social media was one of the scariest things I've ever done. For so long, I knew what God was calling me to do. He had given me the vision, the tools, and the gifts to share His word and encourage others, but I was terrified. I wasn't scared of what people might think. I'm just I'm just a private person who keeps to herself. And I was also worried that I wouldn't have the right words or I would mess up and I would let God down. That fear kept me stuck for so long. I kept telling myself maybe later or I'm not ready. But deep down, I knew that they were just excuses. And one day I realized God doesn't call us to do something without equipping us for it. The fear that I was feeling wasn't from Him, it was holding me back from walking in the purpose He had already prepared for me. So here I am, stepping out of my comfort zone, trusting His plan, and using the tools that He has given me. And it hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it because every time I hit that record button, I'm reminded that it's not about me, it's about being obedient to what God has called me to do. Let me share something else with you. Right now, I am currently in a season of rediscovery in my personal life and in my career. Um, my children are older, and for the first time in years, I find myself with a little extra time to think about what's next. And it's an exciting place to be, but I won't lie, it's also a little challenging. For so long, my focus was raising my kids, working hard, and building a life for my family. But now it's a new season, and I'm asking myself, what do I do now? What has God placed on my heart for this next chapter? It is a journey of learning, growing, and figuring out how to step into this new space with faith and purpose. And you know what? It has not been easy. But like I said, growth isn't easy. There are moments of doubt, moments where I feel unsure, but I am learning to trust God through it all. He is showing me that it's okay to embrace change and explore new paths even when they feel unfamiliar, because right now they really do. And this journey is just another step in the process of growth. And you know what? I am here for it. Here's the truth: growth hurts, but staying stuck hurts worse. I could have stayed in my comfort zone. I could have let fear keep me from pursuing my dreams or from trusting God's plan for my life. But I knew deep down that staying where I was stuck would eventually hurt more than the temporary discomfort of growth. God doesn't call us to stay the same, He calls us to transformation, to purpose, to abundance. And while the journey isn't easy, it's always worth it. So I want to leave you with this. If you're in a season of growth right now and it feels overwhelming, trust that the pain you're feeling is part of God's plan to prepare you for your next season. Growth is not easy, and I'm living proof of that, but I'm also proof that it's worth it. The sleepless nights, the tears, the sacrifices, they all lead to something greater. You just have to trust and you have to believe. You are being pruned and shaped for your destiny, and God is with you every step of the way. So let's talk about it. What area of your life is God stretching you in right now? What's been the hardest part of your journey? your growth journey. If you feel led or if you want to share, go ahead and share it with me in the comments and let us encourage each other through this process because growth is not easy. And sometimes we just need a little encouragement or someone to hold our hand along the way. So let's be that for each other. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who may need a little word of encouragement as they are on their growth journey. Growth hurts, but the pain is part of the preparation. I want you to continue to trust God's process because He's doing something beautiful in you. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay faithful, and keep growing. I'll see you next Wednesday for another Let's Talk About It.